Hey guys, welcome to Homework Help for Year 6, and I'm just going to do some of the harder area questions that some people are having trouble with. So on the question 3, it says find the total area in each of these correct to one decimal place. So what we're going to do is, we have to find this area of this shape here, and let's see what happens. Okay, so if you can imagine, I'm going to find the area of the red pieces and then find the area of the blue piece and then add them together, and I'll get the total area, right? But the red piece, if you can imagine it, is actually two semicircles with the same diameter. Okay, so what happens if I combine these two is I will get a full circle. So if I combine, I'll get a full circle, and if I want to find a total area, I just have to find the area of that circle plus the area of the rectangle, the blue rectangle. So let's do that. Okay. Now the hard part is to find the width of this rectangle, which also happens to be the diameter of the circle. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take 30, take away 16. Whoops. Now when you do that, you're going to get this. You're going to get this length here. Okay. So 30 take away 16, I'm going to get 14. So that means that this length and this length combined together is 14. But from here to here and here to here is the same distance. It's just the radius of the circle. Okay. So what is it? So that's 14, we divide 14 by 2, 14 divided by 2, and that gives us 7. So this means this must be 7, this must be 7 to make a total of 14. So if you can imagine from the center of the circle going towards the circumference, the edge of the circle, we have the 7, and that's the radius. Now if the radius is 7, therefore diameter must equal to double of the radius, which means it's 14, right? So therefore the diameter, this distance here is, now we know it's going to be 14, and we also know that this distance is also 14. So now we can start working things out. Okay, let me just rub some of this stuff out here. Alright, so I figured this to be 14. So now the area of this rectangle is just 16 times 14, and you can work that out. And then we're going to find the area of this circle. An area of circle is, for the area of a circle, we know that the formula is pi times radius squared. So the radius is 7. So that means pi times 7 squared, which is 49, because 7 squared is 49. 49 times pi, or 49 pi. Okay, so instead of writing 49 times pi, I just put them together like this, and you can write like that. Just like with algebra. If I said 49 times x, I can just write 49x, right? Just like in algebra, we can do that. So work out what 49 times pi is, work out what 16 times 14 is, so get the answer to that, and then add them two together. So what you're going to do is you're going to have, whoops, you're going to have a number here, and you're going to have a number here. Add these two numbers together and you get the total area. Okay. Alright, next one. Now for this one, it's just you have to find, we're going to have to add the area of the triangle plus the area of the semicircle. Okay, but what we need here is we need this distance here. They're not given to us. So what we're going to do is, we know this is 8 and this is 11. Now 11 take away 8 would give me what, 3. So what does that mean? Well, that means this distance here must be 3. Okay, because 3 plus 8 is 11. Now this distance also happens to be the radius of this circle at the bottom. So if the radius is equal to 3, then diameter must equal to 6. And you can see that this is diameter of the circle, which is 6. So the area of the triangle we know to be a half times base times height, which means a half times by 6 times 8. Half of 6 is 3, 3 times 8 is 24. So therefore the area of the triangle is equal to 24. Now we're going to add it with the area of the circle, I mean the semicircle, the half a circle. Okay, now we know that the area of a circle is equal to pi times radius squared, which equals to pi times 3 squared, which is 9. That's 9 times pi. Okay, so work out what that is. Multiply, just do 9 times 3.14, work it out. And then once you get an answer, you're going to add it with 24 and you get the total area. 24 is the area of the triangle. That's that area there. Okay. And when you do 9 times pi, that's the area. Oh, hold on. When you do 9 times pi, you have to also divide it by 2 because we only have half a circle, right? So once you get the answer, just add it to 24 and then get the total area. Okay. So I'll say it one more time, just real quick. The area of the triangle we worked out to be 24. Now the area of the semicircle, that's equal to pi times the radius was 3, so that's 3 squared. Alright, which is equal to 9 times pi. Then you have to divide this number by 2, so it'll be 9 times pi on 2. Work out what that is. That will be the area of the semicircle. Then you're going to add it with 24 and you get the answer. Alright, next one is we have to find the area of the quarter circle. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take, now this length is 5. It's given to us, but at the same time this length is also 5. Okay, so if this is 5, then we take 13, take away 5, which equals to 8, which means this, let me just change the, that means this length from here to here must be 8. Now we can use this length to find the area of the triangle. Okay, so you have 8 and 5. We can do 8 times 5 and divide it by 2. That's equal to 4 times 5, which is 20. 20 centimeters squared. So that's the area of the triangle there. Boom. Now to find the area of the quarter circle, this one here, we're going to find the area is equal to pi times radius squared when divided by 4, because we have a quarter of a circle, we divide by 4, which means pi times the radius is 5, so that's 5 squared divided by 4, so that's 5 squared is 25, so 25 times pi divided by 4. Work out what this number is, and then you're going to add it with the 20 and get the full area. So add it with the 20 and that's done. Okay, next one is you have a square. Now I need to figure out the length of this square. So we have 30 altogether, but 30 is divided into 2 equal pieces, so that means each piece must be 15. So from here to here must be 15, and here to here must also be 15. Okay, so now we have the area of the square is 15 times 15, and that's equal to 225 centimeters squared. Alright, now I'm going to find the area of the quarter circle. Okay, we know that this is 15 and this is also the radius, so this is the radius. Okay, so area of this semicircle is equal to pi times r squared divided by 4. Divided by 4 because we only have 1/4 of a circle. So okay, so that means pi times radius squared, which is 15 squared, divided by 4, which means 225 pi over 4. So you just work this out. Okay, so just do 225 times 3.14, get the answer, and then take that answer and then divide it by 4 to get the area of the quarter circle. So once you work all that out, you're going to add it with 225. That's the area of the square. Okay. And the area of the quarter circle would be this thing. So you add these two up, and add them, and you're done. Okay. You can use calculators, guys. Okay, because this takes a bit too long. Just use a calculator to get the to work out what these ones are. Okay. So calculator allowed. Okay, so use that. Now the next one, this one's a bit tricky, so let me just rub this out. Okay, so here we have, again, we have this shape. Okay, and it looks like we've got 2 quarter circle plus a rectangle in the middle. So what we're going to do is this. We are going to combine those 2 quarter circles. So let me just combine them and I'll show you. So it looks like this. Combine them. Maybe I'll rotate this. Something like that. Okay, it's not perfect, but you get the point. When you combine those 2 quarter circles, you get a semicircle, half a circle. So what we need to do is we're going to find the area of this semicircle, and then we're going to find the area of this whoops, hold on. We're going to find the area of this rectangle, and then we're going to add it together and we get the full area. Okay, so first we have to take it says here this is 9, which means that this must be 9 and this must be 9. Okay, so here we got 9 and here we got 9. So that means that this distance from here to here is also 9. So 9 plus 9 is equal to 18, and we get 33 take away 18. I want to get this distance in the center here, from here to here. I want to get that distance. So 33 take away 18. So let's see. 13 take away 8 is 5. And then this will be a 2. So there's 15. That means that this distance here, from here to here, must be 15. Because 15 plus 9 is equal to 33. Okay. So I can find the area of the rectangle really easily. I can just do 9 times 15. So 9 times 15, 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 4 is 13, 135. So therefore, the area of the rectangle is, is equal to 135 centimeters squared. Now let's find the area of the half circle, and then we're going to add it to 135. Okay. Now we know that the radius is 9. So the radius from here to here is just 9. So therefore, the area of this semicircle is pi times radius squared divided by 2. That means pi times 9 squared divided by 2. That means 9 squared is 81, so 81 times pi divided by 2. Work that out, use a calculator, and then add it with 135 and you get the final area. Now for question F. Question F, you have what appears to be 3/4 of a circle. It's not the entire circle. So I can cut this like this. And you can see that's 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. So what we got to do is we got to find the area of this 3/4 circle. Let's do that. Okay, now we know the area of a circle is equal to pi times radius squared. Now we have 3/4 of a circle, so we have to multiply by 3/4. Okay, so pi is pi times radius squared. Radius is what? The distance from the center to the outside of the circle, and it's given to us to be 10. So that's 10 squared. And then we're going to times it by 3/4 because we only have 3/4 of the entire circle, not the full amount. Okay, so this will be 100. So pi times 100 times it by 3 on 4. Now all of this is over 1. So therefore you have 300 pi over 4. Use a calculator, work out what that is, and that'll give you the area of this 3/4 circle. Okay. Now the area of the triangle, this triangle is, let's see, you have to multiply the two lengths that are perpendicular to each other. So that's 10 and that's 10. So we do 10 times 10 divided by 2 because it's a triangle. You have to divide by 2. So that's equal to 100 divided by 2, which makes it to be 50. So that means the area of the triangle is 50, and then the area of the 3/4 circle is 300 pi on 4. What do we do with these? We add them together. Use your calculators, work it out. Alright, next one, question 4. Now for question 4, what you have to do is you're asked to find the area of the shaded bit, which is the area of the entire circle. So let's have a look again. You want to find the area of the gray part, right? Find the area of the entire circle, and then you're going to take away the area of the middle, the smaller circle. So find the area of the big circle minus the area of the small circle. Okay, so let's do that. So the area for the big circle, let me just change that. Area for the big circle. Okay, let me turn this off for now. The area for the big circle is, let's see, it'll be pi times radius squared, which equals to pi times, what's the radius of the big circle? It's 7. 7 squared, which equals to 49, so that's 49 pi. Now the area of the small circle is equal to pi times radius squared equals to pi times, what's the radius of the small circle? We know it's 4, so therefore 4 squared. 4 squared is 16, so that's 16 times pi, or we can say 16 pi. And then we got to do subtraction. So we know that the area of the shaded part is equal to the area of the big circle minus the area of the small circle, which is 49 pi take away 16 pi. Now imagine this is like 49x take away 16x. Can we do this? Of course we can. These are like terms. Oh wait, you haven't learned algebra. Sorry. Okay, so you can just do in a calculator, just do 49 times pi, get the answer, and then find out what 16 pi is, get the answer, and do subtraction. But in actuality, when you understand it well, you will know that you can actually subtract this in a sense that you can subtract the numbers. Okay, so it's like quick method. It's like saying 49 times pi take away 16 times pi. Quick method, right? They both multiply to pi, so therefore we just take 49 take away 16. What's 49 take away 16? Let me work it out. So 9 take away 6 is equal to 3. This will be 33. So this will be 33 times pi. Or you could say that's 33 pi. So this one, just use your calculator, just do 33 times 3.14 on your calculator and get the answer. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing for B and C. Find the area of the big circle. Okay, so let's have a look. What's the radius of the big circle? Well, let's see. If the diameter of the big circle is 18, then the radius must be 9. So therefore the radius of this big circle is 9. Now what's the radius of the small circle? The radius of the small circle, I'm putting blue, is from here to here. But we know that the diameter of the the small circle is 12. Then the radius must be 6. Okay, so you can use that to work out your two areas and subtract them. again, here we have, I want to know the radius of the big circle, so let's have a look. The radius of the big circle goes from there all the way to there. Now we know that from here to here is 5, and here to here is 4, so together that makes 9, which means the radius of the big circle is 9 and the radius of the small circle is 5. Okay, you can use that and work it out. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Hope that helps.